Welcome to Jazz Fun at Jazzahead 2025. I'm here with Diego Piñera, and welcome to a fine drummer in jazz.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation.
You are well known for your musical experience with drums and odd rhythms, and one of your albums is called Odd Wisdom. So now, what is it about?
Yeah, well, that was my previous album. It was 2022, and the album was called Odd Wisdom. So I got it a little bit as a concept. So my new band, with my new album, which I brought out with Double Moon and Challenge Records, the band is called Odd Wisdom, but the new album is called Underground Roller Coaster. So it came out last year in October. Yeah.
You are somebody who's traveling the world.
Yeah.
You're from Uruguay, but you have made stations in various countries.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us about your history a little bit.
Yeah, I'm from Uruguay. I went to study in Cuba first, then I lived in Seattle, and I went to study in Berklee College of Music, and I finished my studies in Leipzig in Germany, and then I kind of stayed in Germany and lived since 20 years in Berlin, basically. Yeah.
Berlin is a melting pot of cultures, and you bring the drum tradition with you in a way, and you studied certain drum cultures also. Yeah. What is your concept, the musical concept?
Yeah, well, I like to mix, I study really the jazz tradition in Berklee, in Boston, and also in Germany. But I studied both traditions, like the Latin tradition, the jazz tradition. But I love also what is everything what you said, odd meters or krummetakten, they say here, right? What is for the Western culture not really common. You know, we think always in 4 or in 2/4. You know, like really. But in other cultures like Bulgaria or Turkey or Greece, it's really common that the people dance in 11 or dance in 7, you know. So that's why I just got it naturally interested, you know, with those rhythms, and I tried to melt jazz, odd meters, and Latin together in my compositions. So I even went last year to Sofia, Bulgaria. I went with the Gypsies and to research, because they play in weddings, but in a really high level, all these odd meters, odd rhythm, which for them are not odd at all. So people are dancing. So I wanted to see that aspect, you know, of the games, and now I'm putting a lot, you know, this new element in my music now.
I try to remember, but I think you said that you've been interested in classical music too, and you studied classical composition.
Yeah.
So what is that about, and how is it that you are interested in this kind of tradition here in Germany?
Yeah, that's true. Well, Germany brought me to this classical tradition part, you know. It was like Cuba, more Latin, or Uruguay, than Boston jazz, and Germany, this melting pot of classical music and jazz. So I got really interested about Bela Bartok music. So I started composing for an octet, like string quartet and jazz quartet together. And with this project, I won this Deutsche Jazz Prize 2023 for best arrangement for a Bela Bartok song. So I think Bela Bartok is also a guy who was fusion, like classical music and folkloric music. He was researching in Romanian, how the Romanian dance, and you know how they were dancing with this, you know, these rhythms, and putting in an orchestra, or putting in a string quartet. So he was also a guy, you know. So that was my entrance to that world, you know.
So what's your current project?
Yeah. Now, I record EP with John Patitucci and Dave Kikoski in New York in 2024, and I bring in this out in June. And I have this octet album also, which I will bring out. You know, I might bring it out end of the year or next year. And well, I'll continue touring with the underground roller coaster, which
Well, maybe you can show us.
yeah, it's really
Beautiful cover.
beautiful. It's the best cover. I always said best cover from all my albums.
So who did that?
Marcel Kromker, our bassist.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's very nice.
So it's only on vinyl?
No, it's also CDs and digital.
On which label?
Double Moon Challenge Records. Yeah,
Okay. So when are people gonna hear this?
it's already out. This is already out. So, but yeah, I'm gonna play next time, the 17th of May in Plum in Jazz Apart. This jazz series with the quartet.
Thank you very much, Diego Piñera.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here.
Thanks, Sarah.
Thank you.
When I sat down